Hey, it's SlayerBurns, and this is part 2 of our 4-part video series called Getting Started on How to Play Naruto-Arena Next Generations. You're here to learn, so have a seat because as usual, we're going to get right into it. On the previous video, we built a team, learned about their skills, and completely destroyed our opponent. In this video, I'm going to explain the battle phase in more detail. First up is damage. To understand how damage works, you'll need to head over to Game Manual, then Terminology, and here we are. I will be explaining all of this the best way I do. Damage is the amount of health a character will lose. Is damage that ignores damage reduction. Is damage that ignores damage reduction and destructible defense. Buffs a character's ability to do more damage. Reduces incoming non-piercing damage. Stops a character's ability to use a skill. Makes a character unable to be targeted. Removes a random or certain chakra from your enemy's chakra pool the next turn. Steals a random chakra from your enemy's chakra pool and adds it to yours the next turn. Reflects a character's new skill back to them. Replenishes a character's lost health. Will completely negate any first or all character skills. Will remove certain effects or skills. Will ignore certain effects or skills. Think of it as an overhead shield with defense points that can be permanently reduced and makes piercing damage do regular damage. Allows a character to temporarily or permanently copy another character's skills. Only the player that uses the skill can see it, and it becomes visible to all players after the skill ends. Increases or decreases the length of time a skill is active. The skill classes are melee, ranged, physical, chakra, mental, affliction, instant, action, and control. And lastly, cooldowns. The cooldown is the length of time it will take for you to reuse your skills. Now that you've understand all types of damage and effects, it's time to put them into perspective by playing a few matches. Again, and we're going to try this tactic one more time. We're going to place this technique on them. The Sharingan technique will buff Sasuke's skills, gives him 15 points of damage reduction, and make his skills do a lot more damage. They did the technique again, so we're going to press continue. The more damage we can do to them, the better. Great, they did a skill. So we have the ability to buff our character again and do another skill again, which is what we're gonna do. Perfect. Now we're gonna finish out on this character, and we're gonna finish up on this one. Scratch that. We're gonna finish up this character entirely, just to make sure he's very dead. And I've been countered. My character is gone. That's how counters work. Right, I've been stunned. I can't use a skill other than my invulnerability, so I'll just continue. As for the classes, where your skill is chakra, instant melee, physical range instant, it affects the game later on as you play. And again, I have no skills, I can't do anything, so it's not because I'm not stunned, it's because I did not have the chakra to use next turn. He uses Alamacho red and random, and I only have green and blues. If Sasuke was still with me, I would have been able to play with him. So just skip a turn. And this is my chance. I can use my ultimate skill and target two of them. It does 30 damage to both enemies. Although this is a losing battle, I'm just demonstrating how these skills work. And I'm stunned again, and this will be the end for me. So, on to the next battle. Great, it's our turn to play. So I'm just going to place this skill, buff my skills, buff my characters, and place the counter on Sasuke. Or I can save the chakra so I can get this skill the next turn. Save that ninjutsu, you're going to be able to use your Chidori the next turn. Characters are buffed, his skills will now do 40 damage, so this is where you want to be. I should be able, once everything goes well, to one-shot this character. Let's see how that goes. Oh, they stunned Duso. Sasuke will still be able to do his skill, and I'll just place the counter on him. Use that Genjutsu, and use the Bloodline. Save that Taijutsu, so Sasuke will be able to play next turn. As you can see, one of the characters have been countered. This will be my chance to finish Obito. Then, using this skill, I'll just use it on Nagato. I have skills in reserve, one Taijutsu, one Genjutsu. I should be fine the next turn. Ultimately, Nagato has just gotten a buff of 10 points of damage reduction, and his skill will be 5 additional damage, non-affliction damage. Lee also buffed himself, so I should carry on as well. I could deal another 40 and 35. My skill also negates, this skill also negates damage reduction, so his buff is not going to work. He used an invisible skill because that wasn't there before. As you can see, it is now visible after its end. My two characters are down, and again, I'm going to use our last resort skills to try to save the match. As you can see, my skill has no cooldown and does 30 damage. I'm going to use it again because I have the chakra available. And that's it. At this point, you're probably asking yourself, is this all the game is about? No, there's more to learn, which brings us to missions. So what are missions? Like the show, missions allow you to unlock new characters and titles. Most missions will reflect the trials a character had to endure in the show. For example, the mission to unlock Haku requires you to win 5 battles with Uzumaki Naruto and 5 battles with Uchiha Sasuke. Every mission also requires you to be a certain rank, which will be explained in the next video. Once a character or title is unlocked, it's permanent, so you can feel relieved when you're finally completed your inner row challenges. Now that you've finished this video, you're more confident in your choices, and I do hope to meet you in the battlefield. Thank you all for watching. I hope this video was very helpful to you. All links will be in the description. I do have a Facebook page and Instagram, and I do stream every Thursday on YouTube Live. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of my future videos. Do enjoy the rest of your day.